Hey there, YouTubers. All right. So I am super excited about this unboxing. Now my wife's got a pretty nice car with all the bells and whistles, and she's got a backup camera and all that good stuff. And I don't have a backup camera, so guess what? I ordered one. All right. So this comes from Amazon. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And whoop. All right. So I'm not totally sure how to say that, but looks like it's Veclesus. Maybe you say it like a Greek name, or Veclesus. Either way, pretty nice looking box. Now this is a wireless rear view camera system, and this is going to be good. You can see what we're going to get to here shortly. It's got a monitor and a little gizmo with the camera in it. So let's go ahead and get it unboxed. This is the M1W. All right. There was a couple different kinds you could get on there. And this one actually I think is probably going to be best for me, because guess what? You don't have to run all those wires under your seats and stuff. So that's definitely a big positive. Not that I couldn't do it, but you know, this is definitely easier. All right, so let's see what we got in the box. Amazon rear view system. Dear customer, thank you for choosing Veclesus. We're looking forward to your feedback to improve our service and product quality. Sincerely. So that's nice to see that in there. Keep that. Now the user manual shows you the packing list and safety information before you begin. And I'll try and include some screenshots of this in there for everybody. Connection diagram. So this looks pretty detailed. A little on the small side, but once we blow this up, won't be any problems. And then there's the camera. So it's 960 by 576 resolution, so that's like 480p. A little better than 480p, so basically DVD quality. Viewing angle is 140 degrees, folks. That's good. Waterproof level, so it does have some waterproof to it. And working temperature, negative 20 to 70 degree. That's a good question if that's in Fahrenheit or Celsius. I'm going to have to think that's probably Celsius, because otherwise a lot of places in the US that wouldn't work. So we're just going to assume that's Celsius. You see kilograms down here. So most likely, hopefully you can see what I'm doing, right there. So they're in kilograms. So most likely this would be Celsius. All right, so like I said, I'll take some nice photos of that so you can see it. I'm going to keep this open so I can describe what we're actually looking at when I pull it out. So yeah, there are a lot of choices out there to pick from, and you know, I decided to get this one. It looked pretty good. The reviews looked pretty good. I did pay for this with my own money, just so you know. Alright, so first thing we have here, this looks to be a, I think this is the plastic crowbar. That's what they would call this. So obviously that's going to connect probably to the monitor, and this looks like 3M. Hopefully that's 5-pound double-sided tape there, and it looks like it could stick to part of your car. A little doodad to go into your cigarette lighter. So that's nice. Dual USBs on there. Most of the time I only get one single USB, so that is a plus. And the monitor itself, folks. Monitor is 4.3 inches, and it's TFT LCD. So there is the monitor. Alright, so the rest of this stuff, let's go through these one at a time. Important to get very familiar with these as you do these installations so they go smoothly. Alright, so this cable, there's your micro USB and USB on that side. And this should be the cable that connects your monitor to your cigarette lighter. Or if you you have USBs in your car, you should be able to use those. So that's that. And I'm going to eventually have everything laid out on my little Lazy Susan here for us to see. Matter of fact, let's get that out so you can see. Get that out of the way. Now, this is probably going to hook up to your reverse light. So I do have a little bit of experience with these things, folks. I actually have installed these backup cameras. Not always the most fun. This is going to be one of the easiest things you can do, because the only real wiring I got to do is right here to the reverse light. I haven't read these directions, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. This probably is going to plug into the camera. So we'll get that in a second. Anything else on there? Any buttons? No. Alright, so next, this would appear to be one of those gizmos that help you pop off parts of your car. And the actual name for it, they don't list the name of that one, but if you've ever done any stuff around your car, you will be familiar with that tool. All right, here's a suction tool, and this is going to mount the good old camera to it. Maybe I shouldn't mess with it now, but basically you got to line up those four things, pop that in there, and boom, we've got our monitor on the suction cup. So they do include some wire ties for the wires, and those look like almost look like data. Not really sure what the red things are. We will find out though in the future. All right, Miscellaneous Hardware. It's a little attachment, Allen wrench, couple of screws. So is this a couple of screws in there? Now this must be the camera itself. There we go. So now I have the camera out. There's your camera. And just like I said, this camera will hook into there. And then that will go into the reverse light. So this will only turn on when your car is in reverse. So that part is good. And then you see some more double-sided tape here. Looks like you might have various ways you could mount that. And I think, yeah, these swivel. So if you had to come in and mount it that way, you could do it. If somehow, possibly this way. So different ways to mount it. And that is all that's in the box, which is actually quite a bit. So let's go ahead Get one last look at all these items. So, you know, the level of difficulty of this is probably pretty good for a beginner. The most difficult thing is going to be wiring to the reverse light. So everything else, should be relatively easy to do. But stay tuned for part 2, where I will actually go ahead and install this. And then there'll be a part 3, which will be the operational portion of it. And so thanks for checking this out. Stay tuned for the rest. Thank you.